Morning everyone, Boker Tov, and Baruch Haba. Eli, good to have you back. The boys are doing good, and everyone's doing good. Baruch Haba. So actually with yesterday's halachot from the Shem Shum again, it brought us to the end of the Even Ha'ezer part of his Teshuvot in Chelek Dalet, and then it goes into Choshen Mishpat. Now with the laws about money laws and stuff and questions like that. The truth is, looking into it, I didn't find that many that were practical kind of for a day-to-day. And therefore it got me thinking of maybe switching things up a little bit. So I still haven't decided what to do. So today's halakha is going to be just something that I speak about once in a while, and I think it's a general good halakha that we have to have in our back pocket. But either we'll go back to redoing the Yechud Yosef again, all the halachot, or maybe straight from the Shulchan Aruch. I'm thinking maybe the Yechaveh Da'at, which is Rabbi Ovadia Yosef's also question and answer, but it's a little bit shorter and it's a little bit more practical. These were questions that he was receiving on the radio, so people would call in. So we'll see. Bezrat Hashem. But today's halachot, Shulchan Aruch Siman Samech Seif Daled is posek mitzvot tzrichot kavana. You need kavana when you do a mitzvah. So kavana is to aim, l'chaven. And the Chachamim helped us by making brachot before we do mitzvot, so we have intention of what we're doing. And the main intention is, Hashem, you commanded me to put on tefillin, and now I'm fulfilling your commandment. And when you have kavanah, especially, is you're locking in. Hashem has a commandment for us. That's like a half circle, so to speak. And I have to fill that in, and now I actually did it. Now I have a bond with Hashem. So ideally, that's the way things are supposed to be with kavanah. Now, the Mishnah Berurah, the Chafetz Chaim writes in the name of the Chayei Adam that if, let's say, there's mitzvot that are noticeable, that they're Jewish mitzvot, and like to say tefillin, sukkah, lulav, these are Jew. No one else does this, as opposed to, let's say, mitzvot like kibbud avayim, honoring your parents, don't steal, don't kill. The goyim, it's not noticeable that it's a Jewish thing that you're doing. You bring a cup of water to your father. It doesn't necessarily mean noticeable that it's a Jewish thing. So the noticeably Jewish mitzvot, says the Chayei Adam, ideally you're supposed to have kavanah. But even if you didn't, then why else are you doing it? Obviously because God commanded you. So even if you didn't have kavanah, it's like you did have kavanah. You put on your tefillin, you're used to it, you're thinking about your kids, thinking about this, thinking about work, tefillin. You didn't have intention beforehand. God, you commanded me, and now I'm fulfilling your commandment, etc. You put it on. But why else are you putting it? You're Jewish. This is a Jewish thing that we do. So you get the credit for it. So where we have to be even more careful, so ideally, again, all mitzvot have kavanah for. We have to be more careful is those mitzvot that are not apparent that they're a Jewish mitzvot. It says in the Torah, pay your workers on time. So Baruch Hashem, I pay my workers on time, of course. But I don't have intention that, God, you commanded me to pay my workers on time, and I'm paying my workers on time. Or getting a kosher haircut. You're getting a haircut that you don't get less than a number 2 on the sides of the payot, whatever. So you go to your barber, you get a haircut. You don't, and it's a fine haircut, and you will get some reward for fulfilling the mitzvah. But having intention beforehand that I have a commandment, Hashem commanded me to not shave off my payot, and now I'm going to go into a situation where that could happen, and I'm not doing it. So, or I see $5 on the table. I know it's this guy's. I can't steal, so I think, Hashem, thank you. You commanded me not to steal. I'm not going to steal. I'm going to walk by this, and I'm not going to take it. Right? So that's a stronger meaning to what you're doing when you walk away from that $5 bill. So try to have in mind number one, we got to learn the mitzvot in order to know what is a mitzvah, what's not a mitzvah. But of course, I think we know a lot of them. To have in mind the best we can, especially for the ones that are not noticeably Jewish mitzvot. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:25. Have a good day, everyone.